Fantastical. Welcome, Iryna. Привіт.
Привіт!
Музика.
Як справи?
Чудово. Як справи?
We are still alive. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's difficult. Yeah, it's difficult. So, but thank you very much for support.
I understand. And today I am volunteering at the school. So this is, we are literally at my school's library. And and you're also a teacher and you have a big heart for kids and English and Ukraine. And it's so fantastic. And thank you for the movie that I was allowed to share with all of us.
I hope I will find something new, some opportunities to shoot movies, videos, and take pictures for you, but just time. Okay, but I hope I will send you something interesting again.
Fantastic. And please go in and see the movie. I will put a link into it, so there you can see the different things. We also saw a power plant that was not working. That's that's the least of it. Yeah. So so you are an English teacher and a passionate one, and you have projects and everything. So how did you become a teacher, and how did you become an English teacher?
My grandmother was a teacher. My mother was a teacher. My father was a teacher of geography, and he was a principal of the school. So it's a family tradition to be a teacher. Yeah.
Wow. It runs in the family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. But and in English, you are very good at English.
So I think that if everyone will have, if everyone has long life learning process, everyone can have good English, good Danish, any kind of foreign language. Yeah.
Fantastic. And by the way, I was telling that I was at school. We actually do live direct from Kiev, and thank you for taking time for this. And it's important to people to know that it's not easy. We have electrical. We have as people know, there's a war. It's coming and it's going. So so. Thank you for taking time for this. It's important, right? So
I can't find position. Okay. Do you see me well? Yeah. Okay.
I see you fantastical. You are a beautiful lady. It's good.
So let's start talking. I'd like to tell something that maybe I have in my heart. So I will share with you. So first step, maybe one of my idea is to help Ukrainian teachers who teach English. Yes. Because it's very, very difficult to support your level of knowledge of English, level of your methods of teaching, etc., in the situation when you need to think, first of all, about your own survival, about survival of your children. And it's just total tiredness that is here among teachers. It's very difficult to teach students when you are in a bomb shelter. Students have a chair, but no desks, for example. Yeah. And being a teacher in Danish school, I was working with Ukrainian kids, of course, teaching them Ukrainian, English, a little Danish. I was observing how Danish teachers work. It's absolutely different. Ukrainian and Danish, absolutely different. And we need teachers and children, and not only, and adults too, who wanted to know English. We need such a relaxed approach of teaching of foreign languages.
Maybe like playing a little.
Play?
Yeah. Interesting.
Play.
Yeah.
Sorry?
No, it's interesting. How is it different, relaxed approach? Could it be you want to mix the Ukraine English teaching with play, or what do you think?
Yes. Ukrainian teachers don't have time for playing because Ukrainian teachers have a lot of demands from the Ministry of Education of Ukraine. You should do this. You should show high result, good marks for tests. but it doesn't work. So children should play. Children should be able to communicate using English. For example, if you talk about English as a tool of communication.
Yeah.
So, but
So
yeah. So
so
exactly.
interesting. We both. I'm a mova teacher. I'm a language teacher at Danish, and you are at English at Fantastico, and you're also learning Danish. So I use these flashcards.
Mm,
What do you think about them? And then, okay, let's.
okay. Yeah. Do
I'm
you want to
walking.
play? Do you want me play with you right now?
That sounds great. I like to play. It's good. But I thought about the idea. Is it something like that? You think about communication, that more speaking and less writing, or how can I understand this?
Communication skills.
Yep.
Yes, just to stop being afraid to communicate with different people. This is the most important thing, because as a Ukrainian refugee in Denmark, I saw the problem of many Ukrainian, not children but adults. We are afraid to communicate. It doesn't matter English, Danish. We are afraid to communicate.
And you're
And
such a beautiful people, so please communicate.
please communicate.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, make dialogue. So this is another stage to make that, to be able to make dialogue. Yeah. So I was a coordinator from Peace Corps. It's American organization of volunteers. If you know, do you know it? No,
Not yet.
I will send you. Yeah. And I was a coordinator of 2 American volunteers. They worked in Ukrainian school for 2 years, but it's a well-organized organization that provide some salary of such volunteers, not just totally volunteering. And it gave, as my experience showed that it gave a lot of experience, positive experience for teachers, for students, for volunteers, for American volunteers. If we had such organization in Denmark, for example, or in other countries, and people who wanted to support Ukrainian teachers, students, just understanding that, yeah, it's difficult time or time of war, maybe after war, maybe even now, just welcome to Ukraine and just spend your some time, 1 month, 2 months. Schools, I know some schools that can provide accommodation. Yes, accommodations for such teachers, of course, they welcome. Just welcome, just show another way of thinking, show another way of behavior.
Yeah.
It's very important. Yeah. So just really, if you see what is happening in Ukraine, it's just like a total shout, help, 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 help.
Yeah, it breaks. You touch my heart. It breaks my heart. Also, I have seen. I have many thoughts. I also know one of my skolka, one of my students that took back to Kharkiv and to support and child with, and I think it goes okay. But I know that the children they are at basement. Maybe there's not even school. So the situation is it's hard. It's very hard. It's understand.
I must say that people like you are like glue. Yes, you just keep together people. We are just like, we are lost. We don't know how to be together. So, and even 1 person, 2 person tries make first steps for making doing something together. This is very important, because a lot of people just, okay, I have given up. I can't anymore. But if you are alone, yes, it's easy to give up. But if we are together,
Two strong friends always find genuine smile in each other's heart, and that's what I believe in, and that's why I made this homepage. Дякую Ukraine, tak Ukraine. Of course, we have to, we want to, and we need to for the children, right?
English.
And also for ourselves, of course.
Yeah, of course. And being a refugee in Denmark, I saw another problem of Ukrainian people, that we don't speak English as an international language. Because Denmark is an amazing country because many, almost all people I met, they speak English.
Yeah.
Even I had one interesting situation at school. One girl, 7 years old girl, she came to me, started talking to me in Danish. It was in 2022, and I said, sorry, undskyld, jeg kan ikke tale dansk godt. And she started speaking fluently English. And I asked her, why? Why do you speak English so good? Because my parents and me, we travel a lot. Ukrainian people can't travel a lot. That's why there was not possibility to travel for many people. That's why we don't have a good comment in English.
Yeah.
And it makes communication impossible.
Yeah.
It makes communication with other people impossible. I think that after the war, a lot of people from other countries will come to Ukraine.
100%.
And
we will support this. We will support you, of course.
Yes,
Everything
and
we need. Yeah.
and we need to communicate with them.
Yeah.
So
it's a very strong message that you come here. So learning English, of course, also Ukraine, that's also super important, but it gives opportunities. That's what I hear you saying, that English gives opportunities. That's why it's important to support in every way we can to the grown-ups so they can teach the kids, so they can have even more options. Isn't that what I hear from you? Sorry.
Yeah. So you help Ukrainian people to speak Danish. You teach, you support, you create some useful teaching material for Ukrainian people, because it's very important to understand each other in Denmark, not only with the help of English, yes. But now we are talking about Ukraine. So now, and if we just started doing small steps, we can, just like small piece of fire, we will have big fire.
Exactly. We open the key to success. Fantastical. I love this. I can see the spark in your eyes and in your heart. I can feel almost like it was in Kiev. So yeah, absolutely. I'm so blessed and grateful. I am with these skolka, what's it called in the English, students from Ukraine every day, and I'm also volunteer here, and some. It's amazing the warmth and the spirit that your people have. I feel I'm also part of that, but you understand, it's amazing. I'm touched every day. So
I must say that young generations here, 10 years old, 20 years old, they speak English. They try. They don't have fears. But we are old school. We have Soviet Union background, and actually we had a special teaching methods to learning foreign languages, to translate, to read, to write, but not to speak. This is just because of Cold War. Yes, we should not move. Yeah, you understand. And we have fears even. So if we communicate with another, with teachers from another cultures, where there is no such experience of Soviet Union, yes, we can be more open, more.
You're talking about the project that you have, our children's, our country's children. Your project about the international teachers help support in a humbly way all the English teachers in Ukraine, so that we can make that. I hear that you think about safe space, so you can communicate openly and really learn. Is this what I hear from you, right?
Yeah. So just even 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, if Ukrainian school helps with accommodation, I don't know about food, but maybe. But if this person, yes, has a desire to help, even communication with this person for Ukrainian people will give a feeling that Ukrainian people are needed by someone. We are not outsiders in this world. And
Absolutely not.
it's really saved the situation, the spirit of Ukrainian people. Now we are not talking even only about English language. It's just about not losing the belief in life, in victory, just about this one. And yeah, difficult situation, but yeah, if we can start online to invite Ukrainian teachers and share our experience. And I am not alone. Someone maybe wants to do the same, and invite and share. Sharing is caring, like that. If you can't help with money, you can help with something else. So like that.
It's for the future and also for the hope. I want to play a little video actually, and I think it shows actually what you are about. I have it here. Right? I think that's what you represent. The future, I hope, the positive. We are all needed. We are united. We can make a great future for our kids.
Yeah, and actually, if you read some news from Ukraine, everyone from Ukraine, we read like some news every day in Telegram channels or like that, and we see that there are no totally healthy person in Ukraine, psychologically even. A lot of adults, children have symptoms of ADHD, yeah?
Yeah.
When it's like attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, when we have absent minds, difficulty to concentrate, forgetfulness. And honestly speaking, Danish approach to teaching may helps to relax, helps to work in group. Very often, Ukrainian teachers forget about importance working together in group.
Yeah, we have a lot of group work. How is it in Ukraine? It's a lot of one by one by one by one, or?
Yes, honestly speaking, yes. And if a teacher has enough power, strength to organize such a kind of work together with students, but sometimes it's very difficult to organize students, just organize. Not to perform something, to do a task together, just organize because of many factors. So we need again and again emphasize on the importance of working together. In group work.
That's beautiful. Also, I think again, I have big admiration for Ukraine and big admiration for Ukraine students. That totally work. There's no rest button. We need a break. No breaks. And fantastical. So, and I hear what you're saying. So I think it's like two beautiful mixes combined, so we can build maintain the beautiful Ukraine, right? I think that's the thing actually.
Yes, when I came to Ukraine after Denmark, I saw big difference. No smile. And but communicating together, people, in spite of difficulties, they share their souls. So we try in spite of any difficulties. Because I remember my feelings when I came to Denmark first time and I saw many people with smile, and I did not understand why do they smile every time. But then I understood the very important thing. It's therapy, actually, because I see when I have a bad mood, but I see another person who smiles, it helps me to correct my bad mood.
Yeah.
It's very important, and we forget about it. We need just push ourselves sometimes to smile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I hear you saying that school is a lot of things. School is also about the social competency as a how to develop social
Yes.
competence to be the best version of yourself.
Yes, yes. I must say that if we started talking about English, we are obliged to talk about development of our interpersonal communication.
Yeah.
It's very important
Yeah.
because to make possible for people, for students, children, adults, to understand how to make dialogue.
Yeah.
Because yes, it's important not to fight, not to defend only. We need to be closer to the peace. Started building right now the peace, and peace will come quicker, I hope. And education, I want to ask you.
Yeah.
I know that Denmark was under occupation of fascists, Germany. Yeah,
Germany, yes, yes, yes.
was it the only occupation of Denmark?
We also had some Swedes, and we also have had some, yeah. But in general, it has comparison to the Eastern Europe. We have had it more easier. So, but yeah, we have. But yeah, actually, I think why is Denmark so good place to stay in? I think it's about the school. Actually, we had slowly progress from 1814. There was actually a idea of have a people's school that everybody should have been allowed to school. And of course, the vision and how it was slowly built. So it has also been not so communicated, but today it is. So it's a long process. So if you want to make one school, one unity, so the vision counts for everything. The dream counts for everything. So it's a great question for teacher to teacher. That's why I don't see this as an interview. I just see this as teachers to teachers, like you also said. So I'm very humble that you will share this with me. It's good, and I'm
Uh,
touched. You say, I
You
am.
know that in Ukraine we have already opened the first folk school. Yes, folk school, like following a Scandinavian approach. Yes,
Wow.
and I'm a member of such a Scandinavian educational approach because really it can help. It can help to fix Ukrainian education, but we can share, mutually share. We have a lot of positive moments too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Great.
many Danish teachers told me about Ukrainian kids that Ukrainian kids have high level in mathematics and science. So yeah. But I must mention one thing that sometimes different subjects, and the curriculum of schools are overloaded of some material that children don't use it in
I
future, of
understand.
course.
It's
Yeah.
it's it's about selecting because knowledge. I think we both agree on this. Knowledge is endless. It's good to know, but it's also important what we need to know. That also goes for the Danes. That's actually also a constant dialogue. What is necessary to know? What is not necessary to know? And it's about also when we talk about generation to generation, so it actually changes. So dynamic, I think in every society it should be dynamic in some sense because it's different different needs in some sense. But of course the most important thing of the, for instance, Ukrainian songs, it's important, so that should be in it, and Danish song is also important, that should be in it, for instance.
uh, Danish schools show me how teachers can teach something that can be practical used in future, so we can use it really. And
Yeah.
I see that my son, he started cooking, for example. He is 14 years old boy. Of course his English developed greatly, and just I changed communes, and now I'm living in Henin, and For 5 months, he improved greatly Danish.
Wow.
He improved greatly Danish, communicating with Danish kids, even playing computer games. Of course, they speak English, but he started speaking Danish because he wants to be closer to his Danish friends. Yeah.
Exactly. Communication. We want to be closer to people. I love Ukraine, so of course I'm trying to learn as much Ukraine as possible. So it makes sense, right? We want to
Yeah.
communicate with the things we love. It's
Yeah.
great. Perfect. I was thinking about to really make it certain that we get this message across. How can we support this our children's project? It comes slowly. I know that, but will there be a page? Is it like I contact you, or how is it practical? Do we know this, or how do we do this slowly? Does it make sense?
At least I know one school that is ready to accept right now to provide accommodations for any volunteers who is ready to come and to share experience teaching adults, children, just 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. It's not in Kiev, but it's pretty, that's not possible to say pretty safe, because who knows, yeah, but it's pretty safe place. And just to start, just to show experience, right now you have such opportunity. So if we have a kind of volunteers who can come and started showing his or her way of teaching English,
Yeah.
kids and adults, wow.
And
So
I
we can
understand.
yeah.
It's beautiful. It's like the butterfly effect. As a one wing, the theory is that one flaps is his wing one place, and then it's like almost a beautiful hurricane the other place. So it starts with the small, and then they build it out. It's a great idea. So you can they can contact you, right?
Yeah, no problem, because I have already talked about such thing with the principal of this school, and no problem, welcome. One or two even, I know that you will be welcome. And if we started online, just finding Ukrainian teachers who teach English, they join, they will talk about their needs, problems, etc. And it will be distributed like a virus, but good educational virus, because Denmark is a country of education. First of all,
Yeah.
I asked about occupation because in spite of not a lot of numerous occupation like Ukrainian had, but Denmark survived because of education, because of opportunity to read a lot of books. You are a very reading nation, actually. I love Danish libraries, this philosophy of libraries. Yeah, yeah, actually, it's amazing.
Yeah. Fantastical. So we throw the ball out to you, all the people out there, and I'll leave a link to Iryna. And of course, you will absolutely hear more from me about this, but also from Iryna. So thank you. And again, thank you
Thank you
for your
very
time
much.
in Kiev.
Yeah,
It's fantastical. And
yeah.
I know I'll show one last thing also. It's in the video because I think it makes great sense. It's from you where you shared the playground, and that is the thing. Play with education, play with the it's about living, it's about playing. I think so. I'll show this for the clip. I love this clip. Actually, the playground, absolutely. It's
Do
in,
you
yeah.
know
Please,
why? Sorry.
no, go for it.
Do you know why I sent? Because before the war,
Yeah,
there were many children, many people in this park, but now it's kind of empty place. Not because of danger, but it's empty. Yeah, because yeah, you see that I don't want. It's a big pain that if emptiness fill our souls, we need to compensate this emptiness with education. with the motivation to teach, to learn something, because it helps to survive actually. So thank you for inviting to talk about education. I hope for the best, for friendly relationship between Denmark and Ukraine. Yeah.
Always.
So, yeah. Yeah, thank you. Tusen tak. Yeah, bye-bye.
До побачення.
До побачення.
We see.